how you doing, bro? Hey, what's your name?
Calvin.
Calvin. So you say, who questions God?
Plenty of people.
Where you learn that from? That there's no God. Where you learn that from? Where you get that understanding?
Everyday life.
Everyday life?
Yeah.
What clues do you get that there's no God?
Conversation? Or what clues that there is no God?
Yeah, right.
I go off of shit that makes sense. So
does it make sense that your people, right? That your people went through this?
where was God at during that?
He is the cause of that.
God let that shit happen.
Because of people like you that don't believe in God.
I don't believe a God would let that happen for 400, 500 years in
Sure
America.
he would. Sure he would. Because guess what? Do you have a son? You have a daughter?
Nah.
If you had a child and you set a line of rules or a list of rules that they must follow, right? That they must abide by.
So you're trying to tell me that's a consequence?
Hold on. That they must abide by, right? You set a set of rules that they must abide by. And they disregard you, right? I say, I don't care what my daddy says. I'm gonna do my own thing.
I'm not raping. I'm not raping.
What would be your reaction?
I'm not raping my kids for a consequence.
No. What would be your reaction? Will you punish them? Yes. No. Maybe.
Yes, but I'm not getting
right.
whips.
So this is a result of our punishment.
Bring it up.
That's plain and simple.
So what was the crime?
The crime was, let it bring it out. Let me bring that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments.
So if we said in our head that there was no God, and we didn't have to keep his commandments, whatever was written in the 5 books at that time, right? We would do what? What would happen to us?
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
All these what?
Curses.
All these what?
Curses.
Curses
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
This happened due to the fact that there were many of you who didn't believe in a God. Right. There were many people like you that didn't believe in a God.
Right.
That's what happened.
That's bullshit.
What do you mean that's bullshit? It's necessary. Black people and Hispanic people are the most hard-headed people in the world. Right. If we didn't have root, we're the only nation in the world that don't have a structure. We want to be like everybody else. That mentality you have, it comes from your oppressor, from your white man. That's right. Okay? And he has you in a state of foolishness. Let me get that in Psalms 14.
I need to request something in the second half too, if you don't mind.
Huh?
So I want to request something when you're done.
Yeah, yes, sir. Go ahead. Give me a minute. Listen to this first. Let him listen, sis. You got to learn. Read that. 14 and 1.
The book of Psalms, chapter 14 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
The fool hath said in his heart.
Say, a fool says in his heart, in his mind, right?
There is no God.
There's what?
No God.
Only a fool will say that. There's no God. It's okay. Take pictures. We got you too. We share information here, right? Only a fool will say that there's no God.
That's right. Bring it out.
So that's a foolish mentality you adopted from your oppressor.
Right. That's right.
That's a foolish mentality you adopted from the people that taught you in school.
Right.
I bet you were one of those small kids that think there was a big bang that created the earth.
400 years of slavery is foolish for a consequence.
No, it happened before and it would happen, and it happened again due to our rebelliousness.
Right.
It's just called fairness. We signed a contract by blood. We're not supposed to be following the other nations, period. There were many of you, people like you, who said what? There's no God. I believe the Egyptian God. I believe there might be some truth with the Egyptian God or science, right? So God, they lay away from God.
400 years, God watched us go through what we went through in America.
And we still going through it right now.
That's right.
And if we don't wake up, we're going to go through worse.
That's right.
And worse is coming.
You got the Bible, Exodus 21:20.
All right, get that.
Can you pull that up?
What you want to explain? I'm going to let him read it and you explain, all right?
I want you to explain what. I want you to read it and then tell me what it's.
No, you ask for it, you're going to explain it.
Explain
we
it.
teach, you listen.
The book
if you want something, we'll give you the courtesy, bring it out, and you got to explain
The book of Exodus, chapter 21 and verse 20. And if a man smite his servant or his maid with a rod, and he die under his hand, he shall surely be punished.
All right, explain. Go ahead, you on.
Y'all book say it's okay. Y'all condone slavery.
Listen, I'm telling you that
y'all book condones it's okay to hit your servant literally what he's saying, servant with a
twisting
rod.
the words.
So let's read it again. Let's see what this
No, you twisting the words.
It's y'all
You know
book.
what?
You
mentioned, I told you that this
It
happens
says okay
as a
to
consequence.
smite. Yeah.
Right? If a father
We're
corrects
past
his son,
We're past that.
it's all
Oh, we're
consequence.
talking about servant.
No.
He didn't say son, servant.
Was it fair that this
Servant.
happened to us? No.
He said servant.
Now, if I tell you that the white man is the cause and the devil in the world, how do you feel about that?
No, we're talking about this right here.
No, I'm
The
saying,
servant,
how
he
do
said
you-
I'm twisting the words. You just read it.
No,
We
I'm saying if I ask you now,
I don't believe in the devil.
you don't believe in the devil, so why do you believe him? What is your day by day?
I believe proof, shit that you can prove. But you moving the line. Let's talk about what we got at here.
Okay, so
you said
I'm gonna have him read it again.
You said I twisted
and
your
you explain
words.
it. Oh no, I'm not gonna twist the Bible's
You said
word.
I twisted the words,
No,
so let's
all
read it
right,
again.
so I'm gonna read it
It's
and
y'all
you
book.
explain it. Yes, sir.
The book of Exodus, chapter 21 and verse 20. And if a man smite his servant or his maid with a rod, and he die under his hand, he shall surely be punished.
Okay, go
And then
ahead.
what? If he doesn't die, then what? Finish it.
Notwithstanding, if he continue a day or two, he shall not be punished, for he is his money.
Explain.
It's black and white to me.
No, explain it. You gotta explain it for the people. Make it simple. Come on.
The
Stop
people.
being simple.
They
yo.
saying it's okay to beat your servant or maid, word for word, as long as he don't die. If he recoups from his injuries in 2 days, then there's no punishment for that.
So do you believe in what's written in there?
No, that's your book. I want
Right,
you.
so
do you believe in
so
it?
why you bringing it up?
Because it's your book.
So in our book it says that if we didn't keep the commandments of God, we were gonna go into slavery.
All right, listen.
That's a proof of God.
I got to get it here.
That's a proof that God
They about to close in 15 minutes. So my question, I'm gonna leave it at this. How do you feel about that? Is it okay to beat your slaves or your servants and maids?
It's not okay for what happened to us.
As long as they
but
don't
it's well
die.
deserved, because our people are hard-headed.
So what?
Do you agree with me or not, brother? What? Do you agree with me? Why? Why do you agree that we have to go through hardship in order for us to learn God?
You don't want to listen.
Exactly. Blacks and Hispanics, we're one of the most hard-headed people in the world.
That's right.
We're one of the most hard-headed people in the world.
Right.
And as a consequence of this, go back. All right? We're gonna leave this fool alone because he said there's no God. If you right now, in 2022, you said there's no God, you a damn fool.
Right.
You don't see what's going on? You don't see the food shortage that's about to come up in America? But what happened? He's comfortable here, thinking that everything is going to remain the same.
Right.
His source of power is off. He's disconnected from what's the reality of blacks and Hispanics. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
If we as a people didn't listen to God, read.
to observe, to do all his commandments,
To do his commandments, what's written in the Bible, read.
and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Said curses were going to come upon us and overtake us.
Right.
He said that this is not fair from God, but it's documented as one of the curses. Let's get that in 48 and then 68.
Bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Aren't we serving other people?
Yeah.
Aren't we got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning? Some of us 5 o'clock in the morning in the crack of dawn to work another 10 hours for crumbs.
Right.
And the Bible says that we act like prostitutes. Every time something happens, we go back to God, don't let this happen.
Right. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
In hunger, we got to serve this people. Some of us got EBT cards.
Right.
Then we got to go beg. Every month we got to ask for money for us to be able to eat.
Right.
Read.
And in thirst.
And in thirst. This bottle of water, it's a natural resource.
Right.
Why do we got to pay for it? If you want to take a dump, if you don't pay for that water, guess what happens? Your toilet's going to be full of caca,
Right.
full of dunk.
Right.
Right?
If you don't work,
Simplicities of life, we got to serve these people. Listen up, my brother. Listen up. Listen up. It's more. Listen up.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness. The clothing in your body right now. Where was it made at?
China.
In China. Who imported it? The white man.
Right.
The other nations, the Chinese.
Right.
They eating off of us.
Right.
We don't own the textiles. They grabbed all the resources, all the cotton that we done picked for years in the fields. They still eating off of that.
That's right. Bring it
They
out.
still eating off of that. That's called servitude.
That's right.
The money.
Yes, that's called servitude. Read.
And in want of all things.
And in want of all things. If you want to drive, what happens? If you want to drive, what you got to do?
License, test, all that kind of
Who
stuff.
approves you for that?
The state.
The state approves you for that, correct? Listen up.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.